So we're back here again. I just did this video. But my mic was muted and I'm kind of stupid. Anyway, OnlyFans Dinklebot here, or OFS, Dink, whatever you want to call me, here with a Stamplar build video. This build actually came from Crimson. He kind of helped me out a little bit with it. I tweaked a couple things. You'll see there's a couple things I need to change in here. I just realized. But like I said, I just recorded this entire video like an idiot with my mic muted. So we're just going to go back over it again. We're going to start with our gear. We'll go a little bit into stats, skills, champion points, and then I'll go into the actual rotation. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. You can work this with 1 bar or 2 bar. I'll just go over the 2 bar build. You can adapt it as you need to from here on out. Alright, so here you go. We'll go into our inventory. We'll go over our main sets, which is going to be Deadly and Reliquant is what I run. On my Deadly daggers, I run Nernhund on the main hand, Precise on the back hand, with a Flame, as you can see, and a Poison damage. Then I'm going to run a Maelstrom bow. I'm not cool enough for the Perfected, so sad face, but I've infused on that with a weapon damage enchant. Weapon damage enchants. Awesome, gives me a little bit of a boost in damage for that 5-second period. If you're good enough for your swaps, it can stack up every time that pops. And then obviously with infused, it's going to help me fire off the poison, the flame, and then the weapon damage enchant a little bit more often. Right now I'm running Slime Craw's head, Grundwolf shoulders. All these are going to be divines, but basically the 1 set bonus of each of these is crit chance, so boost that number up. My Reliquins, obviously I need to transmute this into divines, but everything here is going to be max stamina divines. So max stamina divines, max stamina divines, max stamina divines, max stamina divines. And then obviously my jewelry is all going to be deadly. All 3 of these are going to be bloodthirsty. All of them are going to have weapon damage enchants. So, as you can see, there. Alright, so some alternate sets you can run. Kinraz works really good. I was hitting about 70-ish K with that, and I pretty much sucked at this game. When I first started out, this is a little bit easier of a set to get, so it works pretty good as well. There's a couple other sets you can use. Hunting Rage, I think Briarheart works okay. A couple other ones, but if you have it, Reliquant's Deadly is really the only way to go. Maybe throw in some Kinraz there. Alright. Now let's go into some stats. As you can see, I'm running about 66% weapon crit. That's obviously going to plus up over time. With my food that I'm using, I have about 29k stamina with about 5,000 weapon damage. Food wise for parsing, and if you have a good healer, you can use Lava Foot, Soup, and Saltreese. Most content I'm using this right now, but ideally if you can find something that's max stamina, max health with a stamina recov, that's what I would go with. Alright, champion points. Blue bar is what we're worried about. Always 40 into precision, grants you that crit chance. Max out your fighting finesse. Backstabber, both of these are pretty self-explanatory, give us that crit damage. If you're low CP, start with 10 piercing. I'm pretty decently low CP, but I already have it maxed out. And then my other 2 slottables after fighting finesse, backstabber, thaumatorch, and biting aura. Simple, easy stuff. Alright, let's go into actual skills. This is basically revolves around Fighters Guild and my jabs. So jabs, Power of Light, Ring of Preservation, Barb Trap, Dual Bard, Camouflage Hunter, Dual Bard, and then use Flawless Dawnbreaker here. Anytime this is up, I basically pop it. I've seen some people use one of the variations of Meteor for it, which seems really weird, using a Mage's class magic ability on a Stamplar, where you're basically poking the shit out of things and force penetrating them in very inappropriate ways. Back bar is Endless Hail, Ritual of Retribution, Barb Trap, Camouflage Hunter again, so once again Dual Bard, and then right here I run Silver Leash just to have another Fighters Guild skill here. Priorities, of things, you can just kind of look at my passives here. So basically maxed out on everything. I don't have anything into Enduring Rays. Probably need to put one more into Sacred Ground. I'm not really sure if that's important, but your big ones here. Two-handed, obviously we're not using any two-handed skills, or sorry, dual wield. Not using any dual wielded skills, so Control Fury is not in there. I don't need the buff to dual wield abilities right now. Bow, everything. And obviously I'm running all medium armor, so all that's maxed out. If I ever get more skill points, I kind of mix it up. I think I'm wearing one light and one heavy piece, so everything there is pretty simple. Fighter's Guild, actually, some things you want to make sure you have. Slayer, these two, always very important. And then some stuff to have. Necrotic Orb, always a game changer. If you need it, it's there. It works really good in content. So rotation's pretty simple. We'll go over here, we'll buff up. I generally start on my front bar. You can start this a couple different ways. You can go straight Endless Hail, Ritual, and then swap, but I always like to get the nice little buffs active first. So Trap, Power of Light, Endless Hail, Ritual, and then 8 stars. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 10. Now with this, when it comes to having your ult up, and anytime it's up, spam it. For me, I always like to, coming out of my back bar, where I do my hail, I like to do one jab first, because using Kinra's Reliquins, it just helps me keep in that groove of keeping up my buff on that. So, yeah, that should be about it. Cool.